DogSchidt here, back for what seems to be the last episode of reviewing DogSchidt Optiks gear. All of it provided by my associate at Creative Camera Rentals, Rob Bannister. So if you like these babies, or if you like any of the other Anamorphics I reviewed so far in this channel, there's a great chance you can rent them from us. Check it out. For this video, the subjects are DogSchidt Optiks optical attachments, both the wide angle and the telephoto. These kinds of adapters were quite common during the DV era and were kind of forgotten afterwards, mainly because their resolving power sucked. So the difference between those adapters and these ones here are: first, these have original designs and freshly ground glass. There's no loss of quality or light in the resulting image. Second, their power, 0.66 for this wide angle and 1.55 for the telephoto. That, when combined with the Helios 44 inside the trump or the flare factory, results in a 38mm field of view and an 88mm field of view. So you now have 3 different lenses instead of just one. The attachments have different price tags if you're buying them for the trump, which is £700 for the 38 and £820 for the 88. And if you're buying them for the flare factory, the wide angle costs £300 and the telephoto costs £340, so they're slightly cheaper. They are indeed a lot more expensive than the wide angle or telephoto adapters you can find on eBay made by Century Optics or Sony or Panasonic or whatever. The ones by DogSchidt Optiks are also heavy. They weigh around 600 grams each. The 38 is a little lighter, and they are big, very, very big, as you can see. The glass inside is large and beautiful and characterless. So it acts like it doesn't exist. It just widens the field of view or closes the field of view, pretty much like what the Rectilux is set out to do, like be invisible, just let the light through. The genius part to me comes from the fact that you can have a single trump with the 2 optical attachments, and that will give you a standard prime kit, a 35, a 50 and an 85mm, with fast apertures or crazy apertures if you like, and tints and whatever you have on there. So you don't have to worry about modifying 3 different lenses, and pray to God that they will match when you compare the footage side by side, like cutting from one lens to the other. You'll be using the very same lens, so everything will match every time. Again, the simplicity of the trump is key. Just screw in or remove the elements and switch between different focal lengths. Quick and easy, like you just put it here, it will click, and then you just screw it there. Come on, yeah, here. Woohoo! Done. The rear threads are 52mm and the front threads are a huge 86. You also have the aperture values here on the stripe. So as mentioned before, you're very likely to use an 86 to 82 step down ring for NDs and the likes of that. The cool thing about these guys is that you can pick a few step rings and use them on various different lenses with apertures as fast as f1.7 with no light loss. Just for the sake of why the hell not, here are a few shots comparing the Trump 38 to the Mir 1B, that's a 37mm, and the Trump 88 against the Jupiter 9, the most common lenses used to match the Helios 44 footage. Interesting thing achieved with DSO's optical attachments is the increased separation between subject and background, which is also a strong element in play when you use anamorphic adapters. By using the 38, you get the wide angle, but your depth of field is shifted towards the 58mm taking lens, enhancing bokeh and making your depth of field shallower. I tried to define the 88 module, but I'm lacking words. So just realized that I must have a thing for 80-something millimeter lenses. I hope the footage is enough to prove my point here. That's it for this week, folks. We have reached the end of DSO's reviews, covering the Flare Factory 58, the Trump, and the optical attachments. If you like these lenses, you can rent them from us, here we go again, at creativecamerarentals.com. As of this time, this channel doesn't pay for my bills or doesn't pay for anything at all. So if you want to help me increasing the amount of content online for free, be sure to subscribe and help me spreading the word about it, about the reviews, about the lenses, about everything. And you can also check the entire Anamorphic on a Budget guide for free at my blog. Just click here. See you next week. Bye bye.